The Adventures of Koda and the Seven Sacred Teachings. Once upon a time, in a serene forest nestled between mountains and rivers, lived a curious and kind-hearted young fox named Koda. Koda loved to explore the wonders of the world around him, but he always had a yearning to learn more about the deeper wisdom that his elders often talked about. One bright morning, as the sun painted the sky with shades of pink and orange, Koda's grandmother Miki called him over. She had a twinkle in her eyes that told Koda he was about to embark on a special journey. Koda, my dear, it's time for you to learn about the seven sacred teachings, she said, her voice gentle and full of love. Koda's ears perked up with excitement. What are the seven sacred teachings, Grandma? He asked. Miki smiled warmly and began to tell Koda the tale of the seven sacred teachings passed down through generations. Listen closely, Koda. The first teaching is wisdom. Just as the owl guides its young through the night, wisdom teaches us to make choices that are good for ourselves and for all living things. Remember, Koda, every creature has something to teach us if we're willing to listen. Koda nodded, absorbing every word his grandmother spoke. Next is love, Miki continued. Like the warm embrace of a mother bear, love reminds us to cherish and care for one another. Let your heart be open, Koda, for love is the power to heal and strengthen bonds. As Koda pondered these teachings, Miki shared the story of respect. Imagine all the tall trees in the forest, Koda. They stand side by side, respecting each other's space and importance. Just like the trees, we must honor the uniqueness of every being and the interconnectedness of life. Koda's eyes sparkled with understanding, and he eagerly awaited the next teaching. Truth, Miki said, is the foundation of a good life. Just as the clear waters of the stream show us our reflection, truth teaches us to be honest with ourselves and others. Honesty leads to trust, and trust is the bridge that connects hearts. Koda nodded, captivated by the depth of these teachings. Miki shared with Koda the story of the wise old turtle who moved slowly and steadily through life, carrying its home on its back. Humility, dear Koda, is about understanding our place in the world and recognizing that every being has a role to play. Miki began. Just as the turtle doesn't boast about its shell, we mustn't boast about our strengths. Instead, we should approach life with a gentle heart, showing respect for others and acknowledging that we all have something to learn from each other. Miki's eyes glinted with the spirit of adventure as she shared the tale of the soaring eagle that braved the winds high above the earth. Koda, bravery isn't just about facing danger. It's about having the courage to stand up for what's right, even when it's difficult, she explained. Just like the eagle spreads its wings and soars into the unknown, we must sometimes step out of our comfort zones to protect others, to lend a helping hand, and to speak up against injustice. Honesty, my dear, is like the clear waters of a mountain stream, reflecting the truth without distortion, Miki began. Just as a stream reveals its depths, we must be truthful in our words and actions. Honesty builds trust, and trust is the foundation of meaningful relationships. Miki emphasized that honesty was not only about being truthful to others, but also to oneself. She encouraged Koda to be authentic, to acknowledge his mistakes, and to learn and grow from them. Through this teaching, Koda realized that the path of honesty was a path of integrity and self discovery. Days turned into weeks, and Koda soaked in the wisdom of his grandmother's stories. With each tale, he discovered how these teachings could guide him in his adventures and interactions with others. Koda realized that the seven sacred teachings were not just words, they were a way of life, a compass to navigate the world with kindness and understanding. As the years passed, Koda grew into a wise and compassionate fox. He shared the teachings with his friends, and together they formed a tight knit community that embraced the values of wisdom, love, respect, truth, humility, bravery, and honesty. And so the forest flourished with harmony, and the stories of Koda and the seven sacred teachings became legends that were passed down through generations, reminding all who heard them of the importance of living in harmony with nature and each other.